Now we're going to start off with this first cruise. This is two big five-star cruises together, isn't
Absolutely,
it?
yeah. My favourite Cunard ship, mixed with some lovely class of celebrity as well, so fantastic.
I tell you, well, doesn't really get better than this, and we're going to take you first of all on board with Cunard and our lovely Keith.
Cunard have been taking people around the world for over 170 years, and what's more, they've been doing it with style and sophistication. They have one of the oldest histories, but youngest fleets, and all three current queens pay homage to that magical past whilst offering cutting-edge design and all the comforts of a modern cruise ship. Once you've tasted the food in the Britannia or the King's Court, many of you won't think of going anywhere else. But for those of you with adventurous taste, you can choose from numerous specialty restaurants. For a small cover charge that wouldn't even buy you a starter in the UK, you can sample Italian, Indian and French cuisine. But my top tip is to try the Asian-themed Lotus, because the scallop spring rolls are simply stunning. All the queens feature the famous Golden Lion pub, where a freshly pulled pinters and fish and chips will really hit the spot. Thank you. Other favourites include the cigar bar Churchill's, the bubbles of the Veuve Clicquot champagne bar, and the real jewel in the crown, the Commodore Club. Here, not only will you enjoy panoramic views, but also the skills of Cunard's famous martini mixologists. And my personal favourite recommendation is this, the cool as a cucumber martini. Cunard attracts some of the biggest names in entertainment. With extensive enrichment programmes and West End style shows and cabaret in the Royal Court Theatre, you won't be disappointed. My favourite thing though was the sheer amount of live music all around the ship, with party bands, jazz bands, full orchestras, pianists and even a harpist. It really is a music lover's heaven. I was lucky enough to work on all three ships in the fleet, and in that time I never once heard a crew member say no to a guest. And this is part of Cunard's legendary White Star service, an onboard mantra which all the crew from the captain down to the laundry boy embrace with pride. There's numerous options for your accommodation, from inside through to luxurious grill suites. All are en suite, offer 24-hour room service and 2 turn-down stay. But best of all, they all feature the Sealy Cunard mattress. Trust me, you will sleep like a baby.
Well, Keith, you worked with Cunard for many years.
I did, yeah, fantastic. And
they are impressive, aren't they?
Very five-star cruise line, and this particular ship, Queen Victoria, was my secret favourite. You shouldn't have favourites.
But you did.
Yeah.
Well, let's show you where you're going to be cruising to, because it starts off, of course, in Southampton. Really nice, easy start. And we've got a few days at sea, and we're making our way over to Ponta Delgada. Now, I've not been here, Keith.
It's the Azores. It's a stunning place. It's a very good impression of Eden, San Miguel, which is the little place which you're going to be stopping at. It's the largest of Portugal's Azores, rolling hills, expansive lakes, great beaches that have all resisted tourism, mass tourism, so it's got a real lovely authenticity. You can really go full of bubbly museums, lots of 17th century architecture, black and white volcanic stone. Local specialities include seafood, obviously, pineapples, barnacles and tea pudding, all made from locally grown tea. It's a big tea growing industry there. Yeah, fantastic. Big thing to do, go to the Furnace Valley, relax in one of the mud springs, mud baths, or one of the natural springs there, or go and stare at your reflection, Sean, in one of the 2 massive lakes, the Crater Lake and the Fire Lake, which are absolutely stunning.
And then a few more days at sea, because we were making our way over, of course, to Port Everglades here.
That's right.
I think this has been worked out so well, Keith, because the whole part of the Cunard experience, it's all about the days at sea, isn't it?
With Cunard it is, yeah, because that's where they come from. They come from that heritage of taking people to the new world and back to, and back to the, to the old world. And they set themselves up to have so much going on that there's not a possible way you could get bored. The ships almost are better at sea. I love them.
And then, though, this gets really exciting, because you disembark and then you embark the Celebrity Silhouette, and this is your second part of your trip, a 5-star luxury cruise across to the Caribbean. And, Keith, I don't think it gets a better duo than this, Celebrity and Cunard together.
I agree with you, and Celebrity, Sean, I mean, this is a beautiful ship, launched in 2011. She was the 4th of the 5 ships in the iconic series of the Solstice-class ships, and she really, really is stunning. So you've got the iconic lawn club at the top there, you've got all these little things that, like the artist studios, and you've got so many little added extras with this as well. The massive extra dining that Celebrity throw your way, where you can go and get involved with, iPad menus and
here we are,
and cuisine. Absolutely fantastic, really, really interactive. You've got the ice bar with the juggling waiters. There's obviously the eye lounge, Celebrity Eye Lounge as well, which with the exchange rate of $1 means you can get yourself an iPad at a fraction of the cost. I might need to do that soon, I must admit. And again, the excellent cuisine that they've got on board, really, really, really good. This is the lawn club area we were talking about before. I mean, you're a big fan of
I
celebrity.
am. I was on a celebrity cruise last January, and yeah, I couldn't fault it. I really couldn't. And you know, one of my favourite itineraries is around the Caribbean at this time of year. You know, when January it's all miserable and cold and snow in the UK.
Absolutely.
Get away with celebrity on this 5-star luxury cruise.
Your first days at sea, and then you head into Cozumel. I love Cozumel. This is a scuba diver's paradise. It's a little slice of Mexico just anchored off the mainland, with all the Caribbean stereotypes, long ribbons of white sand with nodding palms, really beautiful crystal clear seas that are full of an abundant marine life, including loads of turtles. A number of times I scuba dive with turtles and stingrays in this particular part of the world. Excellent drift diving if you are a diver out there. And of course Jacques Cousteau loved this area. Then you've got the Chancab National Park as well, the Botanical Gardens and the Dolphin Centre. And you can also go through to San Gervaso. You know, Indiana Jones fans will love that. It's the old Mexican Mayan temples in the jungle. Really, really good fun.
I find it very easy to drive around Cozumel as well.
Yeah,
really easy.
I hired a motorbike and just burnt it around. It's great fun.
And then over to Georgetown.
Yeah, the Cayman Islands, brilliant place this, of course. Again, you've got, well, actually, this is extended. This is the 7-mile beach you're seeing here. This is literally 7 miles. It's one of the best beaches, best stretches of sand in the whole of the Caribbean. It's not privately owned, so you can walk the whole 7 miles. You've got close encounters with stingrays here as well. You can take the catamaran out from the harbour and head out to the stingray sandbar, where it's just in the middle of the ocean. You go up there and they'll just come up to you. You can hold them, you can feed them, you can stroke them. An amazing experience, a life-changing experience. It really was. Do the Grand Cayman on horseback, or go to the Queen Elizabeth Botanical Gardens. 26 different types of native orchid. Freudian slip there. I say.
I never know what Keith's going to say.
Over
to Jamaica.
Jamaica, yes, I did. This, of course, is the childhood home of Usain Bolt, the famous sprinter. But you've got a lot more here just than that. You've got the Duns River Falls, which are absolutely famous. You can climb them. You know, as the water cascades over you.
I told you I did that on my 40th birthday.
I know you did,
yeah,
exactly.
It's great.
And that's, I mean, that's great. Only last week as well that happened. And then you've got the Martha Brae River, which you can go down on a bamboo craft, and if you do that you'll be like Lennox Lewis or Jane Seymour or Johnny Cash. They're all the famous people that have taken that trip. Fantastic place.
And then over to Labadee.
Yeah, Labadee. I always think of the Magic Roundabout here, but I think I'm thinking of Zebedee. Labadee. This is the basically Royal Caribbean's private paradise in Haiti. It's one of the only ways you can visit Haiti these days, and it's right on there, carved out of a densely forested north coast. Absolutely amazing. They give you an all-you-can-eat barbecue, long stretches of golden sand. You've got the Dragon's Breath flight lane, which is apparently the longest zip line over water, which is really good fun. Horse riding, the new aqua park, where you can just snooze in a beach chair. Perfect day.
Isn't this a fantastic cruise? It really is. Then a day at sea, and then back, of course, to Port Everglades.
That's right, the Venice of America. More than 300 miles of navigable waterways. Best thing to do if you've got some time there is go into the town, get on the water taxi service, and let it take you round. I think $13 is what it was the last time I was there, and that will give you a day pass to go around.
Really?
Really good way of seeing the area.
Now, let's just remind you, you've got 2 fantastic ships here. Your first week, remember, is with Cunard on board the Queen Victoria. Again, all 5-star.
I miss Queen Victoria. Beautiful ship.
You?
Really lovely. Such a lovely, friendly crew on board as well, Sean. Really good ethos on board. Launched in 2007. She's a spectacular, spectacular ship. Beautiful. And a gorgeous theatre, the Royal Court Theatre, the first private theatre boxes at sea. Wonderful.
And then, of course, your second part of the cruise is with Celebrity that we just saw as well. Now, the price, and remember, you have to bear in mind, you are away 18 nights on this one. You've got 2 fantastic 5-star cruises, and the price you're paying is for a balcony, and you will really appreciate that balcony, particularly when you're cruising around the Caribbean, you know, to wake up in the morning, to feel that heat, to see those beautiful islands.
Not just, I mean, you'll see flying fish coming out of the water as you go along the ship. You might see dolphins, pods of whales, you know, abundance of bird life, and just some amazing sailings and sun.
And if you are new to the show, I know we've got a massive audience that regularly tune in, a big thank you to everyone that always joins us, but if you are new, or if you've never booked before, we just really want to tell you how secure your holiday is, because everything is ATOL and ABTA protected. All your overseas transfers, they're always included as well. Any hotels, if some of the deals include hotels, there'll always be quality hand-picked hotels with great reviews online and also in central locations. And any flights as well will be with world-renowned airlines. So if you want to go for that one, darling, it's an amazing double cruise. Give us a call right now. Free phone number 0800 781 5458.